I'm Rose Byrne, and I am here at the Criterion Collection, and I can't believe it. It's magical. I'm going to have a hard time just picking less than like 20 movies. So let me get started. Jane Campion's The Piano is a masterpiece. Holly Hunter's performance is so extraordinary, and the location of this place is visionary. I just still remember first seeing this movie, Anna Paquin dancing on the beach, the landscape, the cinematography is just extraordinary. So this is going into my collection. Danny Boyle's Trainspotting. This movie is so punk. It's of a time, it's of the 90s when I was a teenager. This explosion of Ewan McGregor and how fantastic that performance is, how dark it is, how the gallows humor, the Scottish humor in this. It's amazing. These images, fantastic. I still remember, the sequence when he defecates in the bed. It's so amazing. It's so funny. And it's a high wire act, this movie. The tension and the way they are speaking and at the pace they're doing and the way they would freeze the camera. And I've just been inspired to pick it up, so thank you. Okay, where do I find Mulholland Drive? Mulholland Drive. The sound design in this film is so singular and so eerie. Obviously, he was a master of sound. And this film, I guess, it speaks to me in so many ways. Obviously, the mystery of Hollywood, coming there as an actress, the great Naomi Watts, and her kind of legacy of this story of her struggling as an actress and her waiting to break through, and then the reflection of that in this film. And this was her breakout role, and how her sort of innocence in that film, and also her vulnerability, and then Naomi does tension so well, and horror and danger. This film is just, it's also so funny. The sequences in the diners, Mulholland Drive, brilliant. Paris, Texas. One of my sisters loved this film, and I saw this film very, very young. And I've many core memories of watching this movie, particularly the extraordinary soundtrack from Raikuda that's just so iconic. I used to listen to that. I got the CD of it and listen to it in my bedroom. It's so romantic and evocative, and the time it sort of takes to unfold, the space of the movie, the space of the incredible locations, Natasha Kinski, the incredible monologue at the end, an early film education sort of movie that changed the way that I could see cinema and the way I could see storytelling and direction, and obviously from the great inventors, Secrets and Lies, Mike Leigh, who transformed the kitchen sink drama into the most operatic, intense, crushing kind of experience watching cinema through performance. I mean, the performances of these actresses in this movie are ingrained into myself. The great Marianne Jean-Baptiste, who I recently saw in Hard Truths, who was just so extraordinary, and of course Brenda Blethyn. But the reveals of this movie, it's operating on so many different levels about class and race and place, and obviously the work he does with his actors. But you don't see the homework; you just see the performance, and you see it's just so brilliant. Yep, Mike Leigh. I'm gonna go with Mike Leigh. I'm gonna go with that. This Paul Mazursky film, An Unmarried Woman, starring Jill Clayburgh, who I got to work with on Bridesmaids toward the end of her career, and it was very moving. And she had this very interesting career in the theatre and in film, but this film has grown to have such a seminal space, I think, and her performance is really outrageous for that time. And I recently revisited it and just... I was so immersed in the world of Manhattan, and I think it's quite iconic, so I love this. Thank you so much to the Criterion Collection. This is extraordinary experience. It's a little bit like I'm in a dream, so thank you so much.